Hello everyone, welcome to my channel NavoArts. In this video, I'll show you how to draw this hair using graphite and Staedtler pencils. Let's begin. These are the materials I'm going to use. Staedtler pencils in grade HB, a charcoal pencil, a graphite pencil in grade HB, mono zero eraser, cotton bud, a tissue paper and a kneaded eraser. I hope you watch the entire real-time video so you can start your drawing along with me. You can find the reference photo in the links below. Let's get started. As you can see, I have drawn a sketch of hair using the grid method. First, I'm gonna use HB graphite pencil here to draw the hair. As you can see in the reference photo, this part of hair strands is curved. So try to draw curved lines like this and go with the flow of the hair. While you're drawing, it's important to refer original photo and see which areas of hair are dark and light. By the way, you will notice this is a real-time raw video because you can hear everything happening outside my place. The reason I'm here using HB pencil is because HB is very easy to adjust, so it's better to use it in this stage instead of a dark pencil. Always try to follow the flow of the hair because this will be the first layer and there will be more layers on top of this. I know these sketch lines may not look neat, but it's okay as long as your sketch is accurate according to reference photo. Therefore, make sure you refer the original photo back and forth. The next thing I'm going to do is blending. So there are several ways to blend, but the quickest way to blend is to use a tissue paper. So I wrap it around my finger like this and add some charcoal powder on the fingertip. This way we can blend easily. Remember not to blend in a circular motion. Make sure to follow the flow of the hair. As you can see, I am lightly blending the upper part of the hair because that area is very light in the reference photo. So when you blend that area, don't apply too much pressure. Okay, now we are done blending the first layer here. And now it's time to define the dark shadows. We need a darker pencil, like a charcoal pencil. I'm applying light pressure on the drawing right now, following the waves of the hair like this. These dark lines will add volume and depth to the hair. So make sure you don't press too hard with the pencil while you're drawing, as it can flatten the texture of the paper. So apply with the light pressure to establish its shape gradually. By the way, if you have any questions, I'd like to know. Comment down below. And I'd also like to know what you prefer, real-time videos or time-lapse videos. Let me know in the comment section. Even though we added dark highlights to the hair, you can see that it still doesn't look realistic. So the main tip here is to go layer by layer with patience and not rush the process of styling your hair. Okay, I can see this area is dark as well, so let's add shadows to these areas. Now we are in the process of adding details. As you can see in the reference photo, the edge of the forehead is dark, so I'm still using my charcoal pencil to define these areas. And now let's blend again using a tissue paper to achieve a smooth look. If you don't have charcoal powder, don't worry, I don't have any either. I collected charcoal powder after sharpening my pencil, and that's what I'm using right now to shade this area. Well, that's another tip for you. So this is how the finishing of the second layer looks. There are individual hair strands on the forehead in the right corner, so I'm using HB pencil here to draw these lines. And I'm still not satisfied with the volume of the hair, so which means we need to work on it with a darker pencil later. Okay, now let's shade the edge of the forehead. Still, I'm not going to use a dark pencil directly here because if I wanted to erase it, it might leave some marks on the paper. So let's go with HB pencil and blend it using a cotton bud this time. Okay, I'm using my charcoal pencil again at this stage, applying a little pressure to establish the volume of the hair. And it's always important to follow the flow of the hair like this. Okay, I'm shading the background using HB pencil and will blend it afterwards. I'll use the time lapse in this part to speed up the video. Okay, this is Tombow Monocero eraser. You can easily draw white hair strands using this, like this. I feel like it need to be smooth in this dark area, so I'm blending it again using a cotton bud. Now let's switch to the charcoal pencil to add more shades here. And now Monocero eraser to add highlights. Keep referring original photos so you know where to add highlights and dark shades. Here I want these hair strands to be less light, so I'm adding shades using HB pencil here. So this is what we do in this whole process. Add shades using HB pencil, use a dark pencil like charcoal for dark areas, and the Tombow Monocero eraser for highlights. And of course blend afterwards, adding shades to get a smooth finish. So continue this procedure until you're satisfied with the outcome. Gradually you can see the volume and depth of the hair with this layering method. It takes time of course and patience, but it's worth it. So this is what we do. We'll continue the same procedure for the other part of the hair. I list down the tools that I'm using. Now let's fill the gap between the dark hair strands. The hair is very dark near the roots. You can see it in the reference photo. In the left upper corner of the head, you can see that isn't much volume shows, so let's shade using charcoal pencil. And here I am using HB pencil to define the edges of the hair to make it more realistic. And now some highlights. So now you can see that area has more depth than before. There is a shadow part on the edge of the forehead, so let's use HB pencil to shade it and blend it with a cotton bud. There are some flyaway hairs on the right corner of the head. So first, let's shade that area using HB pencil. Now take the mono-zero eraser for highlights. And remember, the pressure of the eraser depends on the whiteness or the lightness of the hair strands. Okay, now let's work on the short hair part in the left corner of the head. You can see this area is not very dark, so there's no need to use a charcoal pencil here. But we use different shades here to establish the volume of the hair. So I'm using HB Staedtler pencil to shade the dark areas. And for the highlights, I'm using a kneaded eraser instead of a mono-zero eraser. So this is HB Staedtler pencil that I am using right now. Draw a few curved short lines with a light pressure on the pencil. The more you work on small details, make it more realistic. So keep going, keep drawing. Okay, we switch to the HB Staedtler pencil again to add some dark shades here. Okay, now this is kneaded eraser. We use this eraser very lightly to add some highlights. So we are almost done here. Thank you very much for watching. If you have learned something from this video or have anything to say, feel free to share in the comment section below. Thank you very much again. In the next video, I'll show you how to draw the eyes, so stay tuned.